I'm getting ready to take off on my Heritage 2022. Just bought this a few days ago. Made it home from the dealership on it, and I'm going to take it for my first real ride. Just going down to Creve Coeur Lake. Going to circle around through there, see how it feels. I've got some modifications I've got to do. I'm waiting for parts to come in. I'm going to get it lowered about 1.5 inches. So I'm also waiting for the shifter to come in. It's about 1 inch shorter, and that's going to help me reach it a little bit better. It's a little bit of a reach right now, and my brain from being on my Sportster tells me where my shifter is. But on this one, I got to reach out a little farther. So I've got that ordered, and it should be coming in anytime. I've got a sissy bar ordered for it to come in and a luggage rack so that I can go on long trips. This is the Heritage Classic 2022, and it's called Red Line Red. So, all right, guys, let's go down by Creve Coeur Lake, journey around a little bit, see how it does.
We're good. It's a very agile bike. It really, really is. So much smoother and softer than the other one. You know, they told me at the dealership that if you can ride a motorcycle, you can ride just about any. It does take turns good. I almost think this thing takes turns better than the Sportster. Alright. Alright guys, we're doing it. Reach my toe out and shift. Once I get that new shifter, it's going to be much easier too. I won't have to stick it out as far. The one thing I love about this bike too is the anti-braking system. I guess that's what you call it. It's where if I use my front brake, my back brake automatically engages. So I think that's a really cool feature. Oh my gosh, I think I'm in love with this bike so far. All right, let's turn here. Turn on my blinker. It's a little different, but not bad at all. Oh, smooth. This thing is very smooth. Alright, we'll go this way. Alright, ooh, stop. It is a heavier bike to stop. Once I get it lowered, you know, my 1.5 inches, I'll be able to set more flat foot on this. Nobody coming. Alright, let's go. Put your feet up. Okay, I have to tell you, I did have a fear of this morning, and it was like last night, I'm like, what am I doing? Why did I buy a bigger bike? Can I handle a bigger bike? So far, it's a yes, but last night, man, I was terrified. I went to bed and had to do some self-talk and tell myself I felt the same way when I first got the Sportster. I was afraid of it. I was scared of it. Didn't know if I could handle the power. And really that Sportster had a lot of freaking power. And I never got it up past 70. Out on the highway, out on 44 the other day. I know. So I probably would have got it up to, you know, past 70 out on Highway 40 on that, or Highway 44 on that trip that I took. But I kept reaching for another gear and it wasn't there. Because it was a 5-speed. This is a 6. So if I get out on the highway, I will have another gear. Okay, I can tell you one thing, I'm used to the bumps going right through this area, you know, because of the road work, and I'm not feeling them quite as much on this as I did on the Sportster. Yeah, this is a nice bike. I'm glad I have this bike, yes. It just rides so much different than the Sportster. The Sportster was definitely jumpy. This is not jumpy, it just glides. So, yeah, it just glides. I like this bike. No, I love this bike. So yeah, this will definitely be the only size bike I'm gonna fit on. I'm like 5'2", stretching at that. So yeah, once I have my little modifications made, you know, I think I'm gonna be great. Okay, so I'm approaching Creve Coeur Lake, and this is the downhill thing. On my Sportster, God, I remember I was so terrified to go down this hill. Terrified. But I think I can handle this. I'm not going to go fast. Gosh. It's just so smooth. No wonder those guys on the rides could take those twisty turnies so nice. I mean, it just does it. It just goes. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, because here comes the biggest twisty turny. I know, I'm going slow. But hey, it's my new bike. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm having crash bars put on. Man, it's early still, and look at all these freaking people. All right, we're going this way. No cars. Alright, I like this bike. No, I love this bike. This is so freaking fun. Look at all these people down here already right now. Oh, there's a bunch of people out there fishing. That looks like a learn to fish kind of thing. Everybody's down there walking their dogs. How fun is this? Playing volleyball over there. So don't you like the look of the Sportster at the front? I've got that half black wind. So one of the things this has also that'll be great for highway riding is cruise control. My other Sportster didn't have it, so on that 4-hour ride back from Branson, yeah, my throttle hand was getting a little sore. They make a thing for your throttle that you push down, which is kind of convenient. Look at all the people. Come down here and rent a kayak or a canoe. Bicycle rentals. Ooh, okay, let's do little squigglies. Yeah, so kind of cool. There we go. All right. So yeah, let's talk about my experience at Gateway Harley. It was a great experience. It really was. I went in. I had no issues. You know, I thought I was going to walk into that high pressure sales crap, and I really did not there. I even told them before I get there, I said, I'm not dealing with that. I don't want to go into all these long negotiations and stuff. And I didn't. So yeah, they were very nice to me. They didn't treat me like, oh, you're a woman and stupid at all. Okay, so, but yeah, they were nice to me. And Josh finally, the manager, came out and he said, okay, so you don't like negotiations, do you? No. All right. So after that, it literally took about, I don't know, 15 minutes for us to shake hands and have a deal. That's how that went down. So one of the other things that I'm going to put on here is crash bars, you know, just in case. So yeah, I'm just waiting for those to come in. Well, actually they're in, but I'm just waiting for everything else to come in. All right, let's go. So yeah, guys, one of the things I have done now, I've named my motorcycle. You know, I had the hardest time coming up with a name for the Sportster, and I never really did. This one, I knew off the bat what its name was. Isn't that crazy? So, its name is Veger. V-G-E-R, Veger. Okay? So, its real name is Voyager. I thought, that's a perfect name. Voyager. Okay? So, you know, like, I'm not a Trekkie, really. I do like Star Trek stuff, but I'm not a Trekkie, okay? But the one thing that had always stuck out to me in that one movie was the name Voyager. And the whole theory behind it, Voyager. You know, if you watch the movie, it was really the Voyager. And the Earth sent the Voyager off, and its mission was to collect all the knowledge it could and return to Earth. you know. So, and I've always remembered that and thought of that. So my bike, as soon as I saw it, it's V'ger. So yeah, I have a name for my bike, V'ger. Cool, huh? Here we go. Get your feet up and give it gas. Let's see how it does around this little corner. Oh my God. No wonder when I looked at the guys in the group and their bikes just looked like they were just swaying back and forth. No wonder. All right. Okay. Let's get up here. So anyway, there's the other lake. Somebody told me they don't let you put kayaks in this part anymore, which is kind of a bummer. And then all this native prairie land here in the front of the lake didn't used to be there. That you could used to be able to walk down to. So when I was out here before and I walked down there to go fishing, yeah, I found myself a big old black snake. So there are snakes out there. Of course there's snakes out there. But anyway, that wouldn't stop me from coming back here fishing. I didn't catch anything. But since then I've learned, at this lake you're supposed to use hot dogs. Yes, hot dogs. This thing really wants to stay upright. That's the one thing I can tell. Right back there, it was like I was barely going, and I put my feet up and it just stayed upright. So these things are made. This thing is so well balanced. Dang. Okay. Should I have got this as my very first bike and not the Sportster? My answer to that is no. The Sportster was a great learning bike. It really was. It was lightweight. I don't think I would have done as well in riding this if I hadn't went with the Sportster first. You know, something lightweight. But since I learned on that for 2 years, this does seem to be fine.